Most videographers have the dream of making $10,000 per month with their video business. And I had that dream too until I achieved it and realized how little money $10,000 a month actually is. Since then, I have increased my prices dramatically and my clients now pay me anywhere between $10,000 and $100,000 per video. And no, I'm not the best video creator in the world, I'm not the best filmmaker, but I know how to sell value instead of my time. So if you're still selling videos for less than $10,000, then you have a problem. But the good news is this video will fix it. So let's get right into it. The problems that come with charging less than $10,000 per video are very common. First of all, you don't get the clients you really want. You get to work on projects that you really don't want to work on. You're not passionate about them. You have to give discounts all the time in order to win these clients. And then there are complaints all the time. You have endless revision rounds with these clients. And ultimately, once you're done with the video, they're not even gonna pay you on time and you have to chase the money. So to summarize it, it's a pain in the ass. Now here's what's gonna happen once you charge more than $10,000 a video. First of all, you're gonna be working with cool clients and cool projects that you're really passionate about. Second of all, there will be no complaints and almost zero revision rounds and ultimately instant payments. These clients, they value their time, they value the money, they value what you deliver to them, and ultimately they're gonna pay you like that. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's paid. And you're like, oh, okay, just made 10 grand, right? And that is what you need, that is what you want, because then ultimately you can focus on less clients, making more money than before while working on better projects, cooler projects, and improving your skills more. So based on that comparison, it's fairly clear that you need to charge $10,000 per video, but the question becomes now, how do you actually do that? Well, I got you covered. So the key secret number one is that charging $10,000 or more for one single video starts in your mind. If you do not believe that you can do it, you will not be able to do it. You have to believe that it is possible. And ultimately, I mean, look at me. I'm pretty much a kid, 26 years old, started my business when I was 20, and the biggest contract I have ever closed was $75,000 for one single video. So if I can charge $75,000 for one single video, then you can for sure charge $10,000, okay? But now you might be thinking, well, but yeah, cool, I believe I can charge $10,000, but how do I actually get these clients? I mean, ultimately, look, first of all, have you ever tried to sell a $10,000 project to the type of clients that you're working with right now? That's the first step. You want to go after the lowest hanging fruit. You want to charge $10,000 to them. And it's likely that they're going to say, wait, that's way too much money. We cannot pay that, right? And then you realize, that's the wrong type of client that I'm working with. But it could also be that they say, okay, that's fine. And suddenly you already make $10,000 with a single video. Now, a very important question you need to ask yourself is, are my videos actually worth $10,000? And I just told you to believe that you're worth $10,000, but ultimately you gotta ask yourself, am I doing the right thing with my clients? Now, here's the thing. Most videographers literally are just order takers. They're cashiers. Whenever a client comes up to them and asks them for a video, they just say, yes, I can do that, no problem. But they never really truly analyze the situation. And actually a couple months ago, I had a client reach out to me and he was like, hey, we want to make this video. We have a budget of $25,000, which is very usual for us because they now know that we charge premium prices, right? And they come to us and say, we want this video done. And I told them, guys, you're living in your own bubble. Like, this video does not make sense for your marketing strategy. So what is the strategy for this? And they just said, well, you know, we just know we want this, okay? And ultimately, it didn't make any sense for them. They could have invested that 25K so much better. So I literally told them, guys, look, you got to rework your marketing strategy. And once you've done that, once you can prove me, you can show me that this is worth 25 grand for a video, then I'm gonna do it. But until then, I'm not gonna do it. So I literally declined a $25,000 video client because of the fact that they were not ready with their marketing strategy. And that is what I mean. Are you actually selling value, or are you just selling videos because the client orders them? Now, there could be another excuse that's in your mind, and that is that you think, well, but I don't really have the equipment, I don't really have the camera to charge $10,000. Well, BS, all right? You don't have to have a Red, you don't have to have an Alexa, you don't have to have the latest gear, the latest drone, whatever, in order to charge $10,000 for a video. The only thing that you need is to be able to sell value. You need to understand, like, how can I deliver value to this client? And value is not always monetary value, right? It can also be that you save them time. It can also be that you give them status in their market. It can also be that you make their life easier with a video, right? So don't always think in monetary value, but also in these different types of added value to their lives and their businesses. And here's the thing, if a production actually requires a Red, if it actually requires an Alexa, whatever it needs, right? You can always rent equipment. You can always rent gear. Don't just think that if I have X, I can do Y. If I have this camera, I can finally charge premium prices. No, that's not what it's all about. You start charging premium prices and ultimately you will make the money that will allow you to buy all these cameras if you want them, but you don't have to have them, okay? And once you understand that, that's when you're truly ready to go after premium clients. And if that's right now, if you're feeling ready right now to go after premium clients, then just click the video right next to me, because ultimately that's a free video training where I explain step by step how you can grow your video business to over $10,000 per month within the next 3 to 6 months. And the cool thing is we even have a 100% success guarantee. So better check that out. And who knows, we might see each other on the inside.